Stand up.
I can't even think straight.
My whole brain almost fell out.
The footages we're about to show you are difficult to watch. K9 units attack innocent bystanders, making them suffer multiple injuries. This is police dogs versus innocent citizens. Number 9. Take a look at this footage of a K9 dog brutally attacking an innocent man. In the morning at 2:30 a.m. in Mountain View, a neighborhood was surrounded by police officers. The Palo Alto police officer and his K9 companion were preparing to enter a side gate and conduct a search of the backyard. The K9 violently assaulted the leg of a sleeping man for approximately 45 seconds, only for the officers to discover that it was not the person they were looking for. It was at this moment that they proceeded to examine the man's wallet, and the realization dawned on them that the man was innocent. They finally freed him from the handcuffs and provided him necessary medical aid as he endured vicious bites from the K9. They explained the situation to him. The family even gave permission to check the backyard, so no one knew Joe was back there, and he suffered this violent attack. Number 8. Think of a dog who bites a 5-year-old boy on the face. I know, that sounds disturbing. Sebastian Forbes experienced a traumatic incident when a dog bit him on the left side of his face, near his eye and ear, causing bruising on his neck and shoulders. The attack occurred during a demonstration where the family was watching from a distance of 10 to 15 feet, but the dog suddenly turns towards Sebastian, made eye contact, and lunged at him. Fortunately, Forbes and an officer were able to intervene and pull the dog off the boy, who was left bloodied and screaming. Fire paramedics who were already present at the event provided initial treatment to Sebastian before he was transported to Huntington Hospital for further care. The police department says, like any dog, it's a dog, and he makes behavioral mistakes. Well then, that's what leashes are for. Number 7. An innocent lost a huge chunk of his leg and got paid $1.35 million. Some fortune. Let's see how it happened. Deputies got a call that a man named Jason Wyrick allegedly brandished a gun. The sheriff went to the man's home. Look at the video of what unfolded next. Jason's daughter recorded the plain brutality on her phone. You can see Jason and his fiancée tried to defend themselves with their hands up in the air, but suddenly fell on the ground with his hands behind his back. The sheriff released his dog on the innocent man. The K9 teared into his calf muscles like a hungry animal feasting on an innocent man's meat, but the cops just stood there and enjoyed the torture. Number 6. This next footage is hard to watch. The violent attack is just too brutal. Olivia Sly was brutally attacked by a dog named Thor, repeatedly biting her, as his handler appeared to shout release commands that were not obeyed. As the encounter escalates, the body cam video shows the officer shining a flashlight on Olivia as she appears to struggle with the deputy. Moments later, Olivia is heard repeatedly screaming, "Get this dog off me." She can be heard shouting at one point. A judge at the federal level determined that it was not considered unreasonable for a police officer to deploy a patrol dog on an unarmed woman in Texas, resulting in severe injuries from a 62-second bite, as revealed in court records. This highlights the harsh truth about the judicial system and actions of K9 police units and the suffering inflicted on innocent victims. Number 5. The next terrifying case is another example of K9 units' barbarism. Tamika Bate found herself evading the police in Brentwood in a bush until a German Shepherd K9 named Marco attacked her head multiple times. The events unfolded when Bates and 2 companions were alleged to have stolen cosmetics from a store in Brentwood. A police pursuit ensued after the getaway vehicle was identified. The driver, another woman, crashed into a police car before the group ran away. Bates claimed she hid in a bush for about 20 minutes, speaking to her mother on the phone, insisting she was unarmed. Suddenly, a dog appeared out of nowhere. Shocking footage from the police body cam reveals the horrifying aftermath of the attack. Her wounds are deeply unsettling, with blood-soaked gashes, where parts of her scalp were brutally torn away. Number 4. A 27-year-old man named David Lee Tawar was murdered by a K9 unit, leaving him in a bloody pulp. David was shot multiple times by police as he tried to escape, using high-powered semi-automatic assault rifles. Shockingly, the police did not give any warning about their intention to use lethal force before taking his life. It seems that they even shot him in the back while he desperately ran for his survival. His body mauling by a K9 was captured on video, both on police body cam and from bystanders who shot the scene on their phones. He simply collapsed and lost his life at the hands of an inhumane K9 unit. Number 3. An old man named Brennan approaches the vehicle of a cop with raised hands after being pulled over, then retreats to his own car, nonchalantly jerking his hand, which triggers the cop to exit his car and aim his gun at the old man. The dashcam footage shows Brennan following police instructions to lay on the ground, but the police dog suddenly bites him. Officer Rogers repeatedly commands Brennan to comply, but Brennan remains nonchalant with his hands down. Despite Brennan starting to kneel down, the police dog takes him down while Rogers tries to restrain him. The situation quickly escalates and ends with Brennan being subdued by the dog. This violent encounter resulted in a $325,000 settlement, highlighting the consequences of such confrontations between law enforcement and civilians. The footage raises questions about the use of force and the need for better training and protocols to prevent similar incidents. Number 2. Body cam footage shows a police officer in Ohio releasing a K9 dog on a truck driver, despite commands to stop the dog from at least one state trooper. Body cam footage shows Rose then exiting the vehicle and seemingly complying with officers' instructions with his hands up. A state trooper can be heard telling the police not to release their K9. Watch this.
Don't release the dog.
Despite at least one warning, an officer released the dog and it mauled him. Before getting to our last clip, be sure to subscribe if you are enjoying the video and want to see more like this one. Number 1. A man was seen by the police running away from the scene and leaping through the front window of a nearby house. The officers quickly surrounded the residence and demanded the man to surrender. Eventually, he emerged from the house, accompanied by a large pit bull that aggressively charged towards the K9 unit, leading an officer to use a taser to subdue the pit bull. It was later discovered that the man fled because he was a wanted parolee at large. Fortunately, both dogs were expected to recover and the pit bull was handed over to Orange County Animal Care. There are multiple cases of police dogs attacking the wrong person due to the lack of humanity. But if you're in the mood for something more violent, then there's a video on our channel, if you dare to watch.